Y'all, it is not warm here. Welcome to January in Colorado. We have been dealing with some temperatures. Like right now, it is about it's 3 p.m. right now. It is zero degrees. It is 0 degrees. It's no degrees outside right now. No degrees outside, not even one. And it's expected to drop down into the negatives. Like it's been in the negatives at night the past few nights. And tonight is supposed to be, I've only seen negative 12, but I keep hearing negative 16. Matter of fact, let's get back inside this vehicle because this cold is too cold. This cold is ridiculous. This cold is ridiculous. Let's get back inside. Yeah, y'all. So negative 16 tonight. The past couple nights, it's been negative 6. It's been negative 8 at night, and like during the day it's been like 5 degrees, and today was like, I think the warmest it got was like 1. If you've been around the channel at all, you know that this vehicle has been camped in. It has, but it's never been negative 16 in here. And I have just the best, most supportive and thoughtful circle of family and friends and even subscribers who've been checking on me and saying, are you good? Are you dead? Are you a popsicle? And to answer all those questions, ladies and gentlemen of Earth, I am good. I have been good. But I think I'm finna find out tonight. I've actually been eager for this weather to hit this area because I want to kind of push the limits of my setup, and I want to test my setup and see how things are when it gets very, very cold. And I know it's places in the world that gets much colder than this. I know this, man. But negative 16 is no chump. So we about to find out tonight. But not before I share with y'all some of the things that's going to keep me warm. And it starts with the vehicle, y'all. Y'all want to know something real cool about vehicles? They are insulated. Oh, he's so ashy. And since they're insulated, vehicles will naturally trap in and hold heat. This is why in certain conditions, smart people don't leave dogs in cars. Smart people. And as a result of the vehicle being in itself a thermal barrier, there is often a considerable temperature differential between outside and inside. Since it's been cold recently, that differential has been about 15 to 25 degrees. That will, of course, vary based on the season or the temperature outside. Now, if you didn't know already, windows are not insulated. So that's why I got some reflectics and cut out these high-speed, dual-purpose window covers that not only provide privacy, but a thermal barrier between the outside that's trying to kill me and my body. Now, with all of that, I'm gonna turn my heat on. I'm gonna let this engine run. A lot of people don't like the idea of letting a vehicle sit and idle. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, engines are made to run. If you can take this thing on an 8-hour road trip, why can't I run it for an hour to heat up the inside? So yeah, I'm going to use the heating system in here to warm up everything on the inside before I hop in the back. All right, y'all, next is the mattress. This mattress is going to keep me warm. This is a 7-inch thick memory foam mattress. Foam is naturally insulating and great as compared to air. Don't get me wrong, air mattresses are awesome in certain applications, but I'm living in here full time. Air just won't do it. I would encourage you to, if you are considering this type of lifestyle, definitely invest in a foam mattress. If you're going to be in here permanently, go foam. And upon this here mattress is a microfiber on one side, Sherpa on the other side, Goodyear heated blanket that I would just plug into the Goal Zero if needed. I haven't really needed it yet, but I can just plug it right into the Goal Zero and run this if it gets extra cold. It's like a perfect little sandwich. The mattress, heated blanket, my body, and then whatever sleeping bag or blanket I'm using. Building even further upon this wonderful warm sandwich is my sleeping bag. This is y'all gotta fly over right here while I'm doing this. Look at it, look at this. This is actually really dope, and I'm glad they flew over right this second. That's awesome. Like I was saying, sleeping bag. This is an REI brand Trail Pod 15 degree long, because I am big boy. Sleeping bag. The comfort rating is actually like 27 degrees, and then the keep you alive rating is 15 degrees. However, that thing it's done some things. It surprised me several times. I've had it for a couple years and it has been awesome. I think I got it on like a clearance sale, so I don't think they make that exact one anymore, but I'm sure they make one just like it. That thing has been perfect this winter for me living in my vehicle. For added warmth and comfort, I've got the Wicked Cozy Throw. That's what it's called, Wicked Cozy. The Wicked Cozy Throw from LL Bean. This was given to me by the great and wonderful Dina. Thanks, Dina. She gave this to me as a house warming gift. This thing comes in handy so often. I might just cover the top half of my body with this if I'm not very, very cold, or I might wrap it around my head, cover my eyes with it, or use it to like stabilize my head if I want to sleep on my back. This thing has been so awesome, and it gets used so often. Get you one. So let's talk clothing. Y'all, considering what you wear when you're sleeping in a very cold environment is muy importante. I personally love wool and synthetic wool. So I go with Smart Wool, who has not let me down to this day. It is not cheap. However, I have no problem paying for quality and performance. So what I'm going to be wearing tonight is both by Smart Wool, a thin long sleeve base layer top and a sort of mid-weight base layer pair of pants. I'll also be wearing something I pretty much wear every night, and that's my Patagonia full zip Better sweater. That bad boy is super warm despite all the things it's been through, all the adventures it's been on. That thing is bulletproof. It just keeps going. Alternative heat. If you are in an area where you want to be super stealth and you don't want to run your engine for heat, you can do something like this. You can have a Mr. Heater buddy, something like a Mr. Heater buddy in the vehicle with you. This thing is great for heating up a space like the cabin of a vehicle. If you're going to run something like this guy in your setup, definitely have a fan along with it. One, to help circulate that heat throughout the cabin, you know, to spread that love, but also to help manage the moisture that this guy is going to put off. Oh my God. It's just 6:30 in the evening and it's already -6 degrees. Look at this. Hold up. Look at this. Man, this might be a rough night. Oh my God, he's dead. So something else that's going to keep me warm tonight is a nice hearty meal. I got the black bean and quinoa chili from Whole Foods, and there just so happens to be a microwave in the Whole Foods. So I just grabbed a soup container from the soup bar, poured it on in there, threw it in the microwave, and got it good and right. Eating a nice hearty meal is going to do two things. One, it's going to help you sleep good. Your body uses energy to digest the food. And so when you have something nice and thick, something substantial like this, it's using that energy and, you know, making you drowsy in the process. Second thing is, since your body works and uses energy to digest this food, your body is working while you're asleep. Your body is working. And so that work is generating heat. And that's going to keep your core nice and warm. All right, son. Dinner's done. And now it's time to slip into something a little more comfortable. But you got to be on my OnlyFans to see this part. Boom. Just like that, we're done. I need to show y'all something. Check this out. Oh, this is so disrespectful. Look, I'm just chilling in here, man. And I look over at the window and son, this is ice. This is already starting to I ain't even been here no time, man. This is already starting to freeze the condensation on the inside of the window. Let's see what the temperature is up there. -8. Ugh. I am not a happy camper right now. I wanted to take a sip of water and I opened a bottle that was a little more full than I thought it was. And so some water came out. I didn't think too much of it. It was just a couple drops. Turns out a little more water came out than I thought. And it ran down my seat in between my legs. And now my butt crack is wet. Go ahead, laugh. It's fine, it'll dry. It'll dry. I hope it dries. So I am where I'm going to be sleeping tonight. It is about 10:45, and if you can see at the top left of my watch face, this here fancy piece of equipment is telling us that it is 11 degrees below zero. It is -11 degrees Fahrenheit. I am about to turn this heat on high, let that run for a bit, warm up the house, crawl in the back, probably watch a couple episodes of South Park, and doze off. I'm sure I will check in with y'all at some point during the night for a little update, see how bad we're suffering in here. So yeah, stick around for the fun. Good morning, Earthlings. I know I said I was going to wake up and give y'all an update in the middle of the night. But bump that. It was way too cold. Once I lost all the heat that I built up by running the heater before getting into bed, it was way too cold in here, so I wasn't going to be doing all of that. So I'll give you a quick recap. It didn't hit -16. It did get down to -14. We did hit 16 degrees in the vehicle. Inside the sleeping bag, I took the temperature with a thermometer I placed in the pocket of my jacket, and it read 80 something degrees, 87 I think. That's good. Yeah, I'm eating ramen for breakfast. What you thought this was? Okay, while that's cooking, let's talk. So, how did I sleep last night? Y'all, I slept great. I didn't die. I'm so happy with my setup. and how everything performed. I ran the heat until everything in here was just hot, and I hopped in the back. Then, yo, I was so cozy at that point. It was so cozy and warm in here that I hopped under my sleeping bag, and I completely forgot to zip it up. I didn't need to. So I just, I stuck my feet down in the bottom and covered myself with it. And that was it. That plus my smart wool top and bottom and socks, along with my this Patagonia Better sweater and a beanie. And that was it. That was all I needed. I was out. I fell out, and I didn't need to zip up my sleeping bag. I was very much warm throughout the night. Heat was held very well in here, and once all of this cooled off, I had such a buildup, such a nice, comfortable amount of heat under the sleeping bag with me. The sleeping bag just performed well. Naturally, the foam mattress did its thing in keeping some good insulation from the beneath, from under. And my dinner selection must have been spot on, must have been perfect, because my core was nice and warm throughout the night. Now, two things that weren't so great. One, the heated blanket, it don't work. It don't work. I don't know if it's user error or faulty equipment or that it's just underperforming or what. I don't know, but it didn't work. Fortunately, I did not need it, but I did test it out before the evening and plugged it into the Goal Zero to, just to see how much it would heat up. And it never heated up. It never warmed up, heated up. It never heated up. That doesn't sound right. It never warmed up. It never got hot. So that was very disappointing and concerning, because if things got desperate in here for me, I would have needed it and it wouldn't have worked for me. I'm going to look into what's going on with it. I don't know if it was the Goal Zero or the blanket or the dentist. We'll see. The other thing is condensation. So it did get very cold in here, and so as I was sleeping with my wicked cozy throw around my face, the air was so cold that as soon as I exhaled and the moisture came out of my face, it immediately stuck to and stayed on the throw. I would accidentally roll my face into it or something, and so it would be a cold, wet surprise, sort of like somebody throwing a cold, wet face cloth on your face while you're sleeping to wake you up. That's okay though. That's going to happen. That goes along with this. When it's cold, you're going to deal with condensation, and some of it is going to be on your face and lips. All I did to remedy it, and all you really can do, is, find a different spot to put your face. Y'all, I'm so happy that I did this. And it means so much to me that y'all hung out with me for this and made sure I didn't wake up dead. I know better now, the limits of my setup and my gear. And that's really important that before you get yourself into a situation, to know the limits of your stuff and yourself. And last night put me in the know. As always, homies of Earth, I love ya. If you've gotten this far in the video and you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well go and do it. And stay tuned for more awesome and ramen and awkward silences.